Hey, and welcome to this Affinity case study. The purpose of this case study training is to talk you through one of our client results. And today we're going to go through our member Dipak, who has had an amazing change. He's 26 kilos down. He's literally gone from like dad bod to six pack, basically, right? He looks amazing. He feels amazing. He's done a tremendous job of it, all while managing a busy career. He's a business owner working very, very long hours. He's got a young family as well. He's got the social life to go with it as well. So he's juggling all of these different things, wearing all of these different hats, but yet he still found some time to focus on himself and achieve this great result over here. As you can see, the difference is absolutely tremendous. So I'm going to just talk you through him, where he started, where he is now, what we did with him, just so that you get a good understanding of how we do things with people in Affinity, and you could take away some things from this and implement them yourself. So let's start. Dipak, just a little bit of an insight into him. 70-hour work weeks, young family, a never-ending to-do list. What most people go through, okay? He was thriving at work, great at home, but own personal standards were slipping, okay? He was taking a back seat. Business was booming, family life was great, but the one thing that he wasn't taking care of, he was himself, right? It was himself that he wasn't taking care of. He tried before many times, but he'd fall into that trap of weekends and socials would set him back. So Monday to Friday, go all in. Weekends would then sort of, throw him off. A few meals out, drinks with family, drinks with friends, and then before he knew it, he was undoing all of the progress, start again on Monday, that type of thing, okay? Now, his success with family, with career, and all of that sort of thing came at a cost. He ended up gaining around about 30 kilos from where he was at his prime. His energy was lower than ever. He was tired. He was lethargic. So the years that he'd spent building his business, his career, and things like that, which meant long days, late nights, and quick and convenient food, it also meant that the weight crept on. And a story that he told himself, which a lot of people do as well, is, I'll sort it out soon. I'll get to it in a bit. I'll get to it in a bit. From Monday, I'm starting. Thing is, Monday never came, okay? So on the surface for him, what it was like life is looking great, okay? Like everything is working well. Got the nice car, got the family home, got an amazing family, a great business, great staff, great team, but he also had the dad bod, the zero energy, lack of confidence to take his shirt off on holiday, that type of thing. And he knew that he could give more. He knew that his family deserved more, and ultimately his business deserved more as well. As a leader, he deserved to give more to those things as well. And I guess most importantly, he deserved more. He deserved to feel better in himself as well. That's a little backstory to where he was. Okay, so where is Dipak now? Well, he finally put himself first. So he's 26 kilos down. There's no more dad bod. He's got a six-pack, okay? He's no longer hiding behind baggy t-shirts or cover up with like overshirts and hoodies and things like that. He's proud of his body, okay? He's proud of his physique, and he's comfortable in his own skin. His energy levels are through the roof. So long hours now, he can handle them. He does really well with them. He has more to give at work. He has more to give at home. Yeah, no more crashing in the afternoon, picking up with an energy drink and things like that. He's not running on fumes. He's present in his business. He's present with his family, and he's present with himself, okay? Socials and weekends, they're no longer a problem. He knows exactly what to do, how to navigate them, how to drink, eat out without undoing his progress. He is in control now. Before, he used to let himself get out of control. That would lead to taking steps back. Now he's going into every scenario in control, and there is no more of this, I'm going to start again on Monday. Yeah, no more of it. Okay? He built his business with a strategy. We built his body in the same way. Okay? So look, what we do at Affinity is we don't throw you into an unrealistic plan. We build a structure that works with his life, not against it, okay? And I'm telling you, his only regret was not doing this sooner. So it wasn't just about getting lean for him. It was about raising his personal standards. It was about becoming the best. When you are a high performer, such as someone that's a business owner, a leader, your career is thriving, even like just a high performer in general, you like things to be done at a high level. You like the best of things. You like to put your effort into things. You know that you have more to give. And it's just about setting this personal standard for yourself where you know that you are becoming the best version of yourself for your family, for your business, and for your future. Because look, ultimately, I say this to a lot of people, what is the point of success if you don't feel like the man that is deserving of it? Yeah? What is the point of success if you don't feel like you deserve it? So, what did we do with him? Well, look, his initial targets, 19 to 2,100 calories. Protein was around about 100 grams. He was vegetarian. We didn't want to ram a bunch of protein down him, but we also wanted to keep it a little bit higher, and then we upped it as we went along, just to sort of ease him into this, okay? Training, it was 4 times a week, 40-minute sessions at home, and actually then he transitioned into the gym. And total daily steps was 10K, although he was getting a little bit more because his job involved a lot of movement, okay? So that is where we started with things. This is the weight loss graph, okay? And just to talk you through it, over here we can see that he started at just above the 90 kilo mark. I think he was around about 91, 92. We dropped down on 91.4, sorry. We dropped down to 65 by the end of things. So over here, this period over here, we went through a little bit of a muscle build and muscle maintenance phase before we did a little bit of a cut. And so we sort of aimed to keep him around the 68 to 70 mark as a buffer. But in total, we're 25.5 kilos down. That's the result there. You can see a real big difference in his appearance and his body. The takeoff method. This is the method that we used with him. Okay, so step number 1 is we're going to give you a nutritional audit. Okay, what we don't just do is here's your meal plan, go away and eat that. We want to take a look at what you're already doing, what you're already eating, what your preferences are, and then build a realistic meal plan around that. Okay, protein. We want to keep this realistic and achievable. What we don't want to do is just give you a meal plan and say, right, especially if you're vegetarian, from now on, 3 meals a day, you're going to be having Linda McCartney sausages for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's all you're having, okay? Because a lot of the vegetarians that we work with don't enjoy eating all of these fake protein products 3 times a day, every day of the week. So we want to keep it realistic and achievable. Training, we built it around his schedule, okay? So this is another big thing with training. We take a collaborative approach. What we don't want to do is just say, hey, here's a 5-day-a-week program, go and get that done, and if you can't, well, that's tough luck for you. Instead, we took a look at his schedule, we sat down with him, we collaborated with him, we figured out, hey, how many times per week do you think it is that you can train? For him, that was 4 sessions that he could do from home. He had access to a decent bit of kit, and that's what we built out. We taught him how to manage socials. What I found a lot of programs, or what I've heard a lot of programs do, is don't go to the socials or take your meal plan with you, okay? Which just isn't realistic. Our members don't want to do that, and actually we don't want to coach our members to do that, because that doesn't teach them anything for long-term success. We want to rewire the way that you're thinking and behaving at socials so you can have long-term success. So if we can train and coach you to behave like the leaner, lighter version of you at these social events, guess what? Not only do you get to go and have a good time, but you keep the weight off for long. By taking your meal plan in Tupperware to a social event, it doesn't teach you anything. Because what happens when you hit your goal weight and then you end up rocking up to those social events? You've learned nothing. You're going to eat everything in sight and end up undoing all of your progress, okay? So this is why we actually coach our members on how to manage the social events. Finally, the check-in and accountability. We don't just do weekly check-ins with our members. They have access to us daily, and we jump on calls with them regularly to make sure that they need to be where they need to be, and we give regular progress reviews. This is an example of his training day. Okay, so I'll kind of split it up over here. So we started off with a goblet squat, went into some rows, some sit-ups, some banded rows, a dumbbell floor press, a press up, and some bicep curls. Okay, so a really straightforward, easy to do at-home workout with pretty much a set of dumbbells and some bands. Yeah, so that's a training day example. A food day example. So like I said, Dipak was eating around about 1,900 to 2,000 calories. So for him in the morning, as an example, we had hash browns, baked beans, and eat lean cheese. Okay. For lunch, it was a chili paneer and pitta. Okay, we use the apatilla paneer. These are all the ingredients that went into it, into a wholemeal pitta. For lunch, for dinner, sorry, chickpea curry, roti, Greek yogurt, and salad. And as a snack, you know, just to show you that you could get away with it, a little bit of Bombay mix, Jevra, and some protein yogurt. Still hitting around the 100 grams of protein mark, 1,900 on the calories, a good balanced diet there. Dipak's initial hesitations, okay? This is something that we hear all the time. I can do it by myself. Or let me try by myself for a bit and I'll get back to you. You know, he thought he had all the answers. He told himself, I know what to do, I just need to do it, okay? But he still stayed stuck, okay? The answer is, and the reality is you know what you need to do. Everyone knows what they need to do when it comes to getting in shape. Okay, but it's the implementation that we lack. And that's where investing in yourself comes in. Because we are making sure that we implement the things that you know in a realistic way into your lifestyle. Okay, so this is his initial hesitation. He was just spending years yo-yoing, telling himself, yeah, I'll start, and never actually doing it, or half-heartedly starting. How Affinity changes thinking. This is exactly what I needed. There was no more guesswork, okay? Structured plan, knowing exactly what to do, when to do it. Accountability was there. He had a coach to lean into every step of the way, daily, if he needed it, okay? And we were there daily. We would communicate on a daily basis. He learned how to navigate weekends and socials, which for him was a big part of his life and a big part that was throwing him back. Now they're not a setback anymore, okay? And there was no more wasting time. You know, in 4 months, he was seeing progress that he hadn't seen in 4 years. So he was making some huge changes. Finally, this was me post-program catching up with Dipak, okay? Hey Nick, we're all well, mate. Still doing you proud with the health and fitness. It's a total lifestyle change. This for me is the biggest thing. He's managed to keep his results. Gym 5 days a week plus evening treadmills for cardio. Like, this is him and his schedule. This is the way that he likes to do things. Not everyone has to go in this hard, but this is sort of what he's built up to and now made a lifestyle. Remember, he started at 4 times a week. Was talking about you over the weekend as we were in London celebrating little man's birthday. He was at some sort of community event, and a few members were still asking me questions relating to my fitness journey. Most of these people do follow your social pages but are afraid / can't fully commit to reaching out. Me, Harry, Naz, all go to this sports club. Our kids love it, so they can see the results from you, but for whatever reason, they're still unsure. Okay, so these were 2 of his mates that actually jumped on the program around the same time. Okay, and if you're watching this, if you are reading this and can relate to this post where you know what we do, you've even seen friends and family do it, or acquaintances, or people that you have on Facebook and Instagram, you've seen them on our socials, you know that they've done it, but you're not quite sure or you're afraid of reaching out, this is me extending my arm to you saying, hey, drop me a message, let's chat. I won't bite. We can just tell you how things work, and you can see if it's the right thing for you, and we can see if you're the right fit for us. And that concludes that training. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you take something away from that and go away and implement it. And please do let me know. My QR code is on the screen, which redirects back to my Instagram inbox, or if you're already on your mobile phone, you can redirect yourself back there. Let me know how you got on with the training. Let me know your thoughts on it. Your feedback is much appreciated. Also, if you want to know how you could potentially drop up to 10 kilos within the next 90 days, please feel free to drop me a message on Instagram, and I'd be happy to talk to you about the exact steps that you need to take to drop that 10 kilos in the next 90 days. Thank you for watching. I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye now.